obviously a lot of how you word things can come off controversial or combative or argumentative. But sometimes you can make a statement completely innocently, politely, and it still has such a big shock factor that people think that there's some sort of subtle crassness or insult to it. Coworker today was going out and he was running to McDonald's for lunch and asked if I wanted anything, and I had my lunch with me, thankfully, so I was good, but very nice. I realized, though, just when I was thinking, I don't think in my entire existence, in 30 plus years of living, I've had a chicken nugget. Like one of the most quintessential, well-known foods in the entire world, honestly. Like, it's not a exaggeration of a statement. McDonald's is one of the largest companies in the world, one of the most well-known companies in the world. It fights between Coca-Cola as the most well-known company, so, and the McNuggets are offered pretty much everywhere. As a kid, I was kind of a picky eater, and then for a while I didn't really like chicken, and then I got, well, old enough to the fact where I just kind of stopped eating fast food, except for a very rare treat, and go for the double cheeseburger when I give in like once a year. But I just realized that. I was like, I I don't think I've ever had a McNugget, but it's just such one of those things, like, unless you're a staunch vegetarian or anti-fast food or health geek or something like that, it's like everybody's had one. I didn't say it to stir anything up. I was just like, wow, I don't think I've ever had a McNugget. And at this point, because I don't really like fast food, don't really do it, I'm not in any rush. And that next time in 6 or 8 months where I get a craving, where I just need some sort of self-punishment, or just, I don't know, that comfort, because the consistency is what it is when you know what you absolutely are going to get. I'll probably wind up getting a double cheeseburger. But that's just kind of a weird thing I was thinking about. It's such a bold statement nowadays. I think a lot of things you can say that are pretty bold statements, like I don't drink soda. Nobody freaks out about that. You carry yourself, it's not like I don't do this, or, like, I care too much about my health. It's just, I don't have a sweet tooth, so I don't drink soda. I don't even drink a lot of juice because most of it's too sweet. But I just realized, like, it's so funny to think that there's something that's so ingrained into the world, not just America or this locale, that it's almost a shocking statement that I have never had a chicken nugget in my life, and probably am going to keep it that way. It's not out of any sort of hate, it's just I don't really care, and I don't want to do that to myself. For the very rare time I treat myself, I want to have what I want. Not against trying new things, but there's a lot more cool stuff to try, I think. So that's just my little chicken nugget ramble.